What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of Pincade. I'm going to try and just do a very quick video. There's not much to this one. This one is kind of a little bit of an interesting one. Like I said, this channel wasn't dedicated just for pinball. It's for all kinds of arcades, console games, pinball machine stuff. You know what I mean? Primarily I'm a pinball machine player, but I do like to play arcade machines from time to time. So I decided to take my pinball cabinet and also use it as a Mame emulator. Since it has the vertical display, I decided, hey, you know what? It makes sense to just use some vertical games, and I started tinkering with this idea. So the project isn't done. It's not even close to even done. It's kind of just I threw something together really quick. I tested it. I said, hey, it works. Let me just make a video. So basically, I'm using nothing more right now than a Logitech like Xbox looking PC controller from Best Buy that was like 20 bucks. And if you see it in my devices, it's the F310 from Logitech or whatever. And I actually got it in my hands here. And just to prove that it's working, here it is. Here's the test. There's the buttons that I'm pushing. Yeah, there's a trigger. Here's the other buttons. Start. I don't know what 9 and 10 is. What is 9 and 10? This is the hat switch. Alright, which is showing that. And this is the analog. This is the right thumbstick. I don't know where 9 and 10 is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Z axis. Hat switch. 7, 8. Oh, okay. 9 and 10 is pushing the actual thumbsticks in. Okay, so anyway, you can see that it's calibrated. Windows. That's interesting. Huh. So I just learned that there's a mode. That's interesting. So I just realized that there's a mode button, and if the mode button is off, the hat switch is on that, um, setting over here, which kind of looks like 8-way. Yeah, eight way, and then the thumbstick is just analog. But if I hit the mode button, I can make the thumbstick analog. I mean, 8-way. All right, and make the hat switch analog. That's interesting. I didn't know that. That's something I just realized. But anyway, maybe I sound like an idiot. Maybe I don't. So just like how I do my pinball stuff, I was able to create a section called arcade. My main list is empty. I put everything on the arcade, and I've been finding these really crude cabinet images that I've been using as wheel images just until I could find something better. Let me just show you where it is. So the transparent, someone took a photo of the cabinet from the side, put it into, Photoshop and lassoed it and then made the background transparent. That's all it is. I just randomly selected them from the internet. They look okay. I'm not really too thrilled with them. And then I took some screenshots of gameplay going on just so that I could have something. But I'm pretty much going to be finding the attract videos because the attract videos for arcades are kind of cooler. So I'll be finding those or making those and then putting them into table videos here rather than having those static images for what the game looks like. And there's no backlash for arcade machines, so I don't plan on really using that. Maybe I'll put the mezzanine. I don't know. I don't know really yet. Like I said, I haven't really gone crazy with this stuff. So that's the front end as far as getting the graphics and stuff and the selection screen, right? It's very similar to doing it for your pinball stuff. And then I go if we go into the settings for Pinballx, I'm just gonna skip through all this stuff because we didn't adjust anything there. And I go to the other systems. I just created this Mame one here, and I have the folder. You know, is it enabled? System type, it's a custom system type. It's not future pinball, it's not visual pinball, it's custom. My working path, and then I put my table path, the executable, and I just put this parameter in here. Without this parameter, I went nuts for hours trying to figure out why it would not launch Mame. It had to have this parameter, or else it would just launch Mame and not the game. Okay, so put this table file parameter in there, or else you'll go crazy like I did. And that's it, right? And it works as long as your Mame works, right? Make sure your Mame works first, and then put it into Pinballx. So if you watch my sorting video that I made, a couple days ago, actually a couple weeks ago, you'll know how to create these options I have here. And I added this one, arcade tables. Right, and if you go in here, like I said, it's not done yet, but this is what something would look like, right? It's got the Mame logo. It says Burger Time. It's got this wheel image of the arcade. Like I said, in the future, this will be an actual video that's playing in the background, and I'll probably try and find something that's better for a wheel image, because if you could see it, the lassoing wasn't that great, and you could still see the white border around them. You could still see on this one too. It really comes up when it's on top of an image. Kind of a good idea from my standpoint, but it ended up not looking too great. So anyway, I go through it just like the regular front end. I click my start button. I launch the game. In the front of my cabinet, I have a USB cable, and I plug that controller into the front right there. And I can hit my coin button, I coin up, hit start on the controller, and for some reason, okay, there was a problem with this the other day. I'm still working out the kinks. So I coin up, I hit the start button on the cabinet. No, that doesn't work either. That's interesting. So I'm kind of doing some troubleshooting on the fly right now, because this stuff did work the other day, and it kind of threw me for a loop because I told somebody it didn't work, and I demonstrated it and it worked, and now it's back to not working again. So I'm trying to figure out which button it is. So in Mame, right, if you hit the tab button, it'll bring up this this menu here, and I want the input for this game. It seems like my enter key is not working. Oh, there it goes. Yeah, so it's doing the same thing that it was doing the other day, which is it detects my start button as an exit signal for Pinballx because it's using the same number. Fuck. So I'm just going to start this manually. Oops, wrong. Bear with me. You're actually getting to see what a work in progress really looks like here. Nah, I should not have done that. Fuck me. I keep hitting the wrong button, and it keeps just sending me out. Okay, finally. So as long as I don't hit the start button, we're alright right now. Just until I figure out why that's doing what it's doing. And there it goes. I mean, it looks great. It's on a bigger screen, and I'm playing Mame. I mean, and I'm utilizing my cabinet a little bit more than I'm not really paying attention. I'm utilizing the cabinet for more than what it was actually designed for. So now, for example, I'll just prove to you that more than just one thing works. Just gotta wait for the check. Okay, so this one wasn't set up yet, and this one's not a vertical game, but I don't really care. So the one thing I'm gonna do is go into video options, and then I just rotate it. Is that the right way? Yeah, I just rotate it. I gotta stop hitting. That's just a bad habit from in general. All right. Well, anyway, it got rotated. If you hit tab while this is doing whatever it's doing, you can set up all your buttons. You're gonna have to do this for pretty much every game. Yeah, it's annoying. So I can't get back to the main menu without hitting escape, which then dumps me out of out of the game. So there's some things I need to adjust, but for the most part, it is at least pulling up the graphics. It is pulling up the game, and it is playable to some extent. I mean, I have some bugs to work out with signals, but it at least proves that this can be done on this. So like I said, I gotta push escape and then go back in. It's kind of annoying right now. I'm just gonna try and set this out really quick. I'm using the analog sticks. It took me a minute to remember why this needed two thumbsticks, because I haven't played this in a while. It's not a common game to find, believe it or not. Well, at least in my area. The only place I've seen a karate champ recently was in Disney Quest. And I really don't know how to play this game because I haven't played it since I was a kid. And even then I didn't know how to play it, and even playing it the other day, I forgot which is the coin. Oh, there it is. This is about as good as I get right now. This is because I can never remember all these moves. I feel like every time I play it, it shows me different stuff. I just got to get used to remembering all these controls. But it is a cool game. I mean, for its time, this was like a cool fighting game, and I just missed that guy. I missed him again. Oh, I kicked his ass. I kicked him right in the balls. You kick him in the balls and then you run. That's you know, for any of the kids that are dealing with a bully, that's how you deal with them. And then you punch him in the vagina, just like that. So, that was just a dumb video. I guess I was supposed to do something with that twig that got thrown at me. Just to give you an idea that, you know, if you have a table, this stuff is available. I will probably put NES and Super NES and all that stuff, Genesis. I don't really care if I'm playing a game that may be like a 4x3. You know, this screen is large enough that it doesn't make a difference. It'll just have more black border, you know, up and down on the top and bottom. I guess let's just look at really quick at a game that would probably be 4x3. I think I'm pretty certain Rampage is. I think Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles was definitely a 4x3 game. I don't think that was a vertical game. Man, it seems like nothing is set up. I think I just dumped a bunch of ROMs on here, and that's pretty much what happened. Of course, you gotta deal with my stupid system that's not working well. Yeah, so it's a 4x3 horizontal, and as you can see, there's a black border on the top and there's a black border at the bottom. I might try and figure out how to put a bezel in there, or I might just ignore it. It doesn't bother me. Just because I guess the width of the screen is the right width, and it just has this bordering in it. I might, however, try and figure out how to maybe call another front end. I forgot the front end that I use. It's a paid front end for Mame. Well, for console Mame. What the hell is the name of it? It's not Hyperspin. It's the other one that's a paid version. Anyway, I'm gonna probably try and see if I can get that to load, just so that I could see if I can maybe send it to the other monitor for 4x3s. But if you see how large my my setup is, it might not make sense to be sitting there staring up, towards the ceiling for my back glass. So I don't know. We'll figure it out. But I'll probably make some more videos on that stuff, on how to set up Mame, how to use Mame UIFX, to try and troubleshoot, Mame ROMs, or maybe you just want to go and download a full ROM set and get every game in the world. I don't really know what's the best option right now. It's something that I started kind of working on. So there'll be more videos on that in the future. But it's pretty cool. Try and check it out. Add that stuff to your cabinet. It's a cool add-on for somebody that maybe they don't feel like playing pinball that day or something. Or maybe you guys feel like playing, maybe it's 4 people grabbing a stool and plugging into a USB hub and playing Gauntlet on a cabinet. That's kind of cool. So anyway, hope you enjoyed the videos. It was kind of a weird video, but I figured I'd put something out there so you could see and maybe tinker around with the front end and maybe show me how to do something. I don't know. Anyway, have a good one.